Hi, it's AJ. Welcome back to Effortless English. Today I want to talk to you about a metaphor. What's a metaphor? Some of you have studied English, you know the word metaphor. A metaphor is kind of a story or a picture that helps you understand a difficult or complex or complicated idea. For example, English fluency, speaking English quickly, easily, and automatically. Well, what do you need to know? What do you need to do to speak English confidently, to feel strong when you speak, and to speak quickly, easily, and automatically? What do you need? Well, I have a story, a metaphor to help you understand this. I call it the engine of fluency. Of course, fluency means fast, confident, automatic speaking. Fast, confident, automatic speaking. That's what you want. So how do you get there? That's the destination. That's where you want to go. But how do you get there? You're here now. Probably if you are watching this, you do not speak English quickly, easily, automatically, and confidently. But you want to. So how do you go from here, where you are now? Maybe you're low, high, beginner. Maybe you're advanced. But you want to improve. You want to speak confidently, quickly, easily. You want to speak fluently. Or if we use the noun, you want fluency. Fluency, the ability to speak quickly, confidently, easily. How do you get there? It seems complicated, right? There's so much to think about. Grammar, vocabulary, all these different ideas that I talk about in my videos. Well, let me help you organize these ideas. I call this the idea of the engine of fluency, right? You imagine a car. Car has an engine, right? It's the power of the car. The engine makes the car move, right? You want to move. You want to go from this point where you are now to English fluency, speaking confidently and easily. So you need an engine. You need some kind of power, an engine to move you to this. And there are two parts of the effortless English engine of fluency, the fluency engine. We have two parts of this engine. Well, number one, what do you need for an engine? Well, all engines need fuel, right? Gasoline, fuel. All engines need fuel. All engines need gas. And of course, then, all engines need a motor. The motor, the thing that moves, and it will push you or push the car forward. But a motor with no fuel, it can't move. Fuel with no motor, it just burns. Nothing happens. You don't move. You've got to have really great fuel, really great gasoline. You have to have a really great engine. And when you put those together, you got a great engine, you put great fuel, great gasoline into it, whoom, you go very fast. So you understand? This is the idea of the fluency engine. So what am I talking about? Right? You're like, okay, AJ, nice idea. What do you mean? What is the fuel? What is the engine? Well, the engine, you know. The engine is the 7 rules. You can imagine in an engine there's pistons. Pistons are the things that move up and down for the power, right? So imagine in the effortless English motor, the engine, the part that moves. In the motor of effortless English, we have 7 pistons. 7 pistons. 7 rules that push and move the car, that will push and move you to fluency, right? It's each of the 7 rules. But just knowing those rules, it's not enough. You need one more thing, right? You need fuel. You need gasoline. What is that? That is emotion. energy, beliefs. What I say is the psychology of success. That's the fuel, that's the power, that's the energy. You need both. Right? Some people have a lot of fuel, but they have a very bad motor. I'll give you an example. In my opinion, most Korean students, for example, have a lot of fuel. What do I mean by that? It means they work very hard. They want success. They will study hours and hours every day to improve their English. They have a strong desire to learn and improve. They have big reasons. Maybe they need to pass a test so they can get a better job. Maybe they want to be leaders, global leaders. They have the motivation. They have strong psychology. What's the problem? They use terrible methods. Really bad methods. The motor, right? The methods are bad. They're studying grammar all the time. They try to remember long lists of vocabulary. They do these stupid little communication exercises in English classes. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you? I'm fine. Where did you go today? I went to the store. Terrible. So all these little stupid discussions in their classes and memorizing lists of words and studying and remembering grammar rules. So that's their problem, right? It's just terrible methods. They've got the energy, they've got the motivation, they have the desire, they have the hard work, but they're using it in a bad motor. It's like putting, race car fuel into a broken motor. Nothing is going to happen. It's going to be frustrating. And that's what happens with a lot of students in Korea and in Japan and, in fact, most of Asia. Really, in fact, probably a lot of the world, but it's very strong in Asia. Now, there's another problem. Some people get my 7 rules. I see it all the time on my blog, on the websites, emails we get. They get the 7 rules. The 7 rules, that's a great idea. It's a good method. But here's their problem. I see this sometimes with members. Their psychology is weak. They have no patience, for example. They start using the effortless English lessons. After 1 week, what's happening? I don't want to study deeply. I'm getting frustrated. I don't speak yet perfectly. I'm not improving fast enough. After a short time, right? They get frustrated very, very quickly. They become bored quickly. Their energy is low. They're tired easily. Or they don't have a big motivation. They're just focusing on some test score. They don't have a bigger, deeper reason to learn English. This is also a problem. So they have this great method that I have given them, this motor, right? They've got the motor. It's like a race car motor, a Lamborghini, a Porsche. But they're putting terrible fuel, gasoline, dirty, no energy, gasoline or fuel into that motor. What happens? Again, bad results. There's no movement. There's no strong power. You must have both. Now, I usually start with the psychology. The first thing you need to do, get that energy, get the fuel. You got to have something to put in, right? So you got to manage your emotions. You have to manage your beliefs. You have to manage your body right now. Do it. Get your shoulders back. Get a big smile on your face. Big deep breath. Focus on the positive. Focus on success. Imagine becoming a confident speaker. Imagine being a leader, a global leader. Imagine success. And do this all the time, every day, especially before you listen to English. So that's the first thing. You got to get that fuel. This is something you must do all the time. You can't stop doing it. One day your shoulders back, chest up, breathing, smiling, feeling good. Yes, yes, good fuel. And then the next day, you're like this. That's no good. It has to be every time, consistent. Strong psychology consistently. Great, powerful fuel consistently. And then you put it in a motor that's powerful and strong. The Effortless English System, or Effortless English Lessons. That's the combination, right? So if you're a member, if you have my lessons, or if you get my VIP lessons, which are going to be fantastic, my job is the motor, okay? I'm giving you that motor. All my lessons use all the 7 rules. You know the 7 rules. I gave you all of those videos and emails free. So you know the motor. I've given that to you. But you are responsible for the fuel, right? For that gasoline, for that emotional and psychological power. You have to do it. Now, I will teach you, I will coach you with this. I will tell you, get your shoulders back, get your chest up, smile, move your body, shout your answers. I will help you create more strong beliefs. I will help you become more confident. But still, finally, it's your job. I can coach you, I can recommend, I can suggest what you should do, but finally, you must do it. You must manage your body so that your shoulders are back and your chest is up and you're smiling and you're moving and you're shouting your answers. And you're changing your beliefs. You're becoming more confident. That's your job, your responsibility. That's your part. I give you the best lessons I can give you. That motor, I give you a race car motor with Effortless English, with my original lessons and certainly with this VIP program.